as he chats over everything that went down in that heat. Still being coached by one of his best friends in the world and one of the best ever on tour, Jeremy Flores, a champ out here at Chopes, two-time pipe master.
Through this morning, and now we've, well, actually, I spoke too soon. Sammy's trying to find himself something here. Doesn't look like much, and honestly, the water's just kind of laid down a bit. We've got, the wind has picked up pretty strong, more south.
Teahupo'o extra motivated this year, seeing his big brother's success and winning the season opener at Bells Beach. As we now take a look at S.Pupo and just going up and down.
And that's another one of those, you know, like just in between, you can see it's kind of clampy. There's not enough energy.
Sammy's got a great relationship with the ocean here. Ocean lifts. Alan Cleland Jr. somehow still sitting on his board and going for the tube stance, but rides away and avoids a wild wipeout. So Alan Cleland getting another wave right here, Jesse.
So this is a beautiful technical takeoff, just a short ride, smaller wave inside, still solid any other day, but today just probably found that, you know, paddling back out of after that ride he had previously that we just saw. Beautiful technique and a way to kind of find a backup. We're at 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. Sammy has nothing. He had nothing until this point. He's going to get a small score, but
even with that small 3.83. Paddling and having a look. Here comes the Mexican again, Alan Cleland Jr. Just doing everything he can to try to slow down. But that wave just wouldn't let him get deep. Small scores we're talking about, but he's just staying in rhythm right now.
Yeah, you can see that he starts to use the outside of his leg to slow himself down. So that's a technique that people have been doing it for years. So it helps you be stable on top of the board. The water's trying to push you out, so you put your weight into that part of the body and you just slow yourself down. So you can see him trying to do it, but he keeps getting buckled off and can't slow himself down enough. So this is just because the wave has so much energy and it's pushing you forward with that board and the fins, trying to make you run out of it. He did as much as he could, and he's a stocky. He's going to give it a go. It looks like Sammy's up and riding.
Sammy pulling up and under. The patience paying off for S.Pupo. Hadn't had a make yet. He finally gets it after waiting over 30 minutes for it to come through.
That wave bottoms out. Nice drop. Slow himself down. Definitely the deepest tube we've got it so far in this heat. But the wave wasn't as critical as what we've seen it before from the previous heats. But this is a different scenario that the judges are adapting to what's in front of them as well. And this is, in my opinion, the best score of the heat. Is it enough for a 5.5, which is almost 2 points over?
And S.Pupo trying to keep his spot in that top 10 picture here, rolling in. 15 seconds to go. Alan Cleland Jr. uses priority. Just a defensive move. They just had to pull into anything they could find in those last few minutes.
I mean, that was smart of him to get that 2.17. In the end, it worked out. That 1.43 Sammy needed was probably the hardest 1.43 of his entire career.
What is it like out there when you're going in one of those weird heats where just things aren't coming your way? You're still backing scores, but you tell me, what was that heat like?
Yeah, no, that heat was crazy because every heat prior to that, you know, guys were getting 8s. Kelly, the goalie, he went out there and got, it looked like one of the best heats of the day. He just kept getting barreled after barreled. So I was like, well, maybe there's going to be some opportunity. And I was out there, you know, bigger set, maybe a little bigger barrel, but it seemed like it just went through a weird phase, like a storm or something came in. And it was just kind of hard to manufacture scores or like be in the right spot as well. And yeah, me and Sammy, we were like, didn't know what was really going on, but now this heat seems like there's been really good sets. So it just goes through its phases, you know. We're in the middle of the Pacific, so you never really know what could happen. But, you know, really stoked to come up on top with some really low scores, but, you know, we take those. Making the heat is crucial at this point of the year.
Yeah, never mind the numbers. Let's talk about how meaningful it is to make a heat on the championship tour. This is not an easy job you ask for.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, you know, a maker, you know, a tour, and you can either be in the rhythm of the ocean every heat, or you can be the opposite. I felt like that's been going on with me this year. You know, I've had some really close heats or not much waves, so yeah, I'm just stoked to, you know, have another slow heat, but this time come up on top and, you all respect to Sammy. He's a legend. He rips. I look up to his surfing. So hopefully, get some more heats and hopefully some cleaner conditions.
I see big barrels in the future. I know you got a lot of fans, friends, family watching back home in Mexico.
Yeah, no, thanks, Chris. Un saludo a todo México, un saludo a toda mi familia, a todos mis amigos. No agarramos los tubos que todos deseamos, pero aquí vamos poco a poco. Vamos a la siguiente. Saludos, viva México.
Vamos, Alan.